Okay, so you want to write a script that is going to, I'm going to run the script using the keyword bash and then the name of the script. And then I'm going to use an argument of say, here's some thing that I want taken out of an archive. So like brought out of an archive. Okay. And it might have been just a regular archive or a G-zipped archive or a B-zipped archive. And so I want to match, find out which kind of archive it is, and then use the right tar expression. Okay, so let me make a new script. I'll just call it untar, why not? Okay, and let me get a shebang. And then what? So I'm gonna have some regular expressions, the way I'm gonna do it. Other people did it a different way. And so long as it runs, I'm fine. So I'm gonna do make some regular expression variables. And I'm gonna say the first one was to match tar. So I want there to be a dot, but dot is a special thing in regular expression. So I'm gonna do backslash dot and then tar. And then I want that to be the file extension at the end. So I'll put a $sign to say it's at the end. And I'll do 2. And that was tar.gz was the second one. And again, the dot has a special meaning in regular expression, so I must escape it, backslash and backslash, and I want this to be at the end, so a $sign. And then I'll do regex 3. And that was dot tar. And another dot, and I think BZ2, and again, it's at the end, so a $sign. So those are my 3 regular expressions. And then the user is going to give me an argument. So that's $1. And I'm going to ask questions about $1. So I want to say if, and I always say like it's like open, like I've given you things like this before with ifs and regular expressions. And so if I haven't given you much direction, that means we've had it before. Well, here's lab 5, if regular expression. So find something, I need like an if-else-if structure. And I also need how to compare with the regular expression, which has the tilde in it. But let's say you don't remember everything. Well, then find out the example that we had before. I don't expect you to keep all the stuff in your head. I expect you to be familiar enough with it so that when you encounter it, you know, like, oh, I did that before. So here's the regular expression testing. I'm using the double square brackets. I'm using, here it was an argument, so it's very much like this. So always steal when you can. So if the argument $1 is matching, I didn't call it regex, but regex 1, then I'm just going to, for now, say that's a tar. And then I'm going to have an if-elif, and sort of the same thing again, but regular expression 2. And so it's still $1, it's still the first argument, but it's regex 2 I'm comparing it to now. And then I'll put out that it is that's b-zipped tar, I'll say, or tape, b-zip tape archive. How about that? Okay. And then I need another elif. And then I'll come in and do better. Instead of just echoing stuff out, I'll actually perform an operation. But let me get my control branching structure right. And if it's 3, then, sorry, the first one was a g-zipped. Nobody yelled at me. And then the last one was a b-zip. Okay, let's save that. And then I'm going to clear out down here and run it. So what did I call this? Untar. So I'm going to say bash untar.sh, and then I'm going to give it something, fred.text. So that doesn't match any of my regular expressions. So that should just say the last else good day. But if I said here fred.tar, that's a tar. If I said fred tar.gz, that's a g-zipped archive. And if I did bz2, that's a b-zipped archive. So I have my ifs structure correct at this stage. And now, now I want to go back to that lab on tar, that's the lab in question, and do an extract. So they're presumably sending me some tar file. I may have to create a tar so that we can undo it, but so I'm done with this lab 5. That was the if structure, but now I'm still in this lab 9. And where were my extract commands? So X was so here was the command for extracting just a regular old tar. The X was extract. And so that went here. But the file name was $1, the argument. And then here, the GZs, there was an extra Z in there. So that one goes here. And again, the file is $1. And then here's the variation of the command for a BZ2. And again, the file. Oops, I lost my tar. And $1. Okay, so we know the if structure worked. Now we have the extracting of a tar. Let me save that. And let's do, what do I have in here in documents? Do I have anything? I have that Eagles folder. Maybe I'll tar up the Eagles folder or something. So let's go back and create a tar. The C was create. Let's run this one. Let's create a GZ. So I'm going to create from the Eagles folder and I'm going to call it Eagles. No. So I'm going to make an eagles.tar.gz from my Eagles folder. Let me run that. So I have something. Okay. So now I have an eagles.tar.gz. So I'm going to remove with recursion my Eagles folder. So I don't have any Eagles, but I have eagles.tar.gz, and then I can try my untar command. So bash untar, that's the name of untar.sh, that's the name of my script. And then the argument I want is to be the eagles.tar.gz. That's one of the file types that should then, and now ls, and I have an Eagles folder back. So I had an Eagles folder, I made an archive of it, got rid of the original Eagles folder, and then I used this to sort of bring back from the archive this Eagles folder. So that's a very long-winded answer to your question. I'll stop recording.